Hello guys, this is Nexum Gaming, and this is the long-awaited for episode, or maybe I should say series. Right now, everything's up in the air. Well, quite literally at this point. But this here is the Barlynaland server. Here we have the long-awaited server tour that I've been talking about in previous episodes, but I have not actually done yet. So here we have what will be an office. This is what will be a entertainment room. Staircase upstairs. A dining room table. With a little kitty sitting on it. And the kitchen. Alright, now realistically this is just off a show. And this entire mansion here is actually to cover up what's underneath, which right now the fun is turned off, so let me pull that. But here we have it. This here is a witch farm. This is one that myself and the person that I share this space with have built. This is rather simple witch farm, but it does do the trick. It relies on some rather simple redstone mechanics, and in all is rather easy. Well, not really. I like to say that this area is rather huge, to say the least. This in total is 400 by 400. So it is enormous. Over here, this is actually rather kind of annoying, so there we go. Yeah, lovely. This here is a villager trading hall, which is, well, rather not so much for villagers. This entire villager breeding system here and everything, this has all been turned off for the time being because we're not playing on the server, so we don't want to have villagers and stuff being created while we're not here, and because our base is visited pretty often, we try not to create extra lag on the server. Here we have what used to be the old entrance to the base. There used to be actually a staircase right here. This used to be the old nether portal and such. I will show the nether tunnel and stuff later. Here we have a mob spawner. And of course we have our spawn area over here for our beds. This is the current nether tunnel. Nether portal. And down here, old storage, a parrot barking, apparently. A dog, don't know whose that is. Back here, random horse. We have a chicken cooker, fully automatic sugarcane farm, small auto smelter, auto inputs for the sorting system here, which is going to be obsolete soon. Over here we have a bunch of storage for enchanted books and items. Over here is a enchanting setup. Dispenser. This is actually an old one set up for a lot of other stuff. Here, of course, a switch to turn the farm off or on. A random lever. This is the old drop for a zombie farm and a zombie spawner. Of course, down here we have a bunch of random villagers. These are actually all librarians, cartographers, and farmers. And of course, an absolute ton of sugarcane. Back here, we have more or less more outdated storage. This was for for storing just bulk amounts of stone, cobblestone, basically all the stuff you get from mining. Here we have, this is all the way down at bedrock. Actually, is there a place I can show the bedrocks? Remember, I don't think so, but let's see. Yeah, yeah. Bedrock. And I will be the first one to say, putting this floor in was a real pain in the behind. Here we have a massive auto sorting system for all the witch drops. We also have set up for a few extra drops because we do plan on building a mob farm to AFK at for general mob spawns. And that way we can have the stuff that we would get from that sent into this system as well to get auto sorted out without having to make a second storage, and of course all the random crap you get extra. And apparently I heard what sounded like a dragon being killed. Apparently they're farming dragons here for some reason. I do have to say, I am actually very happy playing on this server. It's actually a lot of cool people on here, and there is basically just a lot of stuff. Over here we have what will be basically just display areas and stuff. Right now none of it's built because we haven't really gotten around to it. This is just if you wanted to see the drops coming in. Of course, we have this entire area here. Random chest with lava bucket. Bunch of netherware and stuff all over. Oh, not really. But that's all I really have to show pretty much for this base. I mean, it's a massive area, but it's also rather simple also. I mean, not much to show. I do have other stuff I've built on the server, which I will be showing off in this video, but this here is my main base, and everything here is just such large scale that we just haven't really gotten much progress done because it's just so enormous and it takes up a large amount of resources. But I guess I will make a cut here in the video and I will come back when I'm in the nether. Okay guys, welcome to my nether tunnel. I would actually fly through this, but while I'm recording, it seems to make my game crash. I don't know why, and when it crashes and I reload it and I try to continue recording, it messes up the footage. So I'll just take this old Minecraft, old minecart track through this area. It's actually rather simple, but also extremely large at the same time. It's actually a really good view. As you can see from here, I don't remember what that was, but that was something. Something over there. Alright. It's been a while since I've been on this server, to be honest. I've been so busy with playing on the other server, I just haven't gotten the time to really even knowing. Put that in there. Alright. Okay, I'll have to check that out later. But this here is our nether tunnel. It's actually very easy to fly in, and it's the first nether tunnel on this server that was actually large enough to easily fly in. Usually a lot of them are rather short. Like, they're even shorter than this. I'll use this block as a temporary placement. It's like, the ceiling of it was like right here. And it was hard enough to even get up in the air, let alone actually do any sort of flight. But I will be back when I'm in my next build. Okay guys, I just wanted to show off our rather large-scale nether hub. It's actually really cool looking. I unfortunately was not one of the guys who participated in building it, because when it was being built, I still didn't really have a lot of time. But I did help contribute towards the resources for building it. But time to make another cut. Okay, well, we are now at my spawn base. There is a track that goes right around a good portion of the spawn area, as well as out to some of the more outskirt areas, but does not actually go out very far. I would say it goes out around 500 blocks. The track is really long now, but that's not what I want to show off. This modern mansion is. I actually did not build this. I had someone else on the server build this for me, because modern building isn't exactly my forte when it comes down to it. But yeah, I really do like modern building. It's just I can't actually build it very well. So I had one of the guys on the server build this for me. And this is actually a reclaimed area part of the server. This used to be a old abandoned spawn base area, and how this server is after a certain amount of time you don't log in on the server, you basically will get unwaitlisted, and then basically your builds and stuff will sit for a while, and after, let's say, around a year or so, maybe longer, maybe shorter, depends, someone may or may not get interested in one of your builds and take it over and claim it as theirs. And you're free to do whatever you want with it. Now, what this started off as was a lot uglier. So I tore it down, and this is what I ended up with. And I'm honestly not too much of a fan of all the brown, but other than that, I have to admit I do like it. And because this is a old area, mobs like to spawn all over, and it's nowhere near as well mob protected as my main base, which I'm perfectly fine with. Here we have another portal, which I actually do like. It's rather odd, but rather interesting at the same time. But I do like it. Well, I guess I'll make a cut when I'm at something else. Okay, actually, here's a good representation of what the old nether tunnels basically looked like. It was very short and very hard to fly in. The new ones are just a bit taller, which I do like. That's all I wanted to show here. And just like that, we are on what is basically my last build that I've done on the server and that I own. But there's a lot more to show off on this server than just this. Here we have a rather simple but fat, and I do mean fat, lighthouse, but it does have a functioning light on top. I won't turn it on because it really gets laggy. But it does work. And down here, again, some nether wart, brewing stands, random shulker box. Over here, I've a bunch of terraforming I've been doing. The idea I'm going to do with this is make a town. That's like an island town. That's basically surrounding a lot of the pirate themed stuff. A lot of the pirate themed stuff. But yeah, again, this isn't exactly anything special, but it does look rather cool. Again, down here in what would be the main cargo hold, cabin area for the crew to sleep. That was the captain's quarters up there that we were just in. And down here in the belly of the beast, another storage area, the kitchen, and food storage. And this here is actually all under this is all under the water line, actually. Is there any place I can shut? Yep, right here. Now, because I didn't want to flood everything. But there we go. This. All that there is all underwater. And leveling. I guess that's the downside of recording during the daytime. But, yeah. Please ignore the police car driving by. And of course I have just some... Damn, I don't remember what these are called. Ah, vines. There we go. Just some random vines growing there. And of course, another chicken cooker. I don't know if you can tell, but on this server, I like chicken. Because I have so many chicken cookers. That's why on Geometcraft, I'm playing, or at least I'm attempting to play without making a chicken cooker. Especially an automatic one, because yes, it is rather easy food, but I do actually want a bit more of a challenge. And because the way stuff is set up on this server, it's a lot more easier to play. It's also a lot more cheaty if you get the idea. On this server, there's a few things I'd like to say about it, and that is, the community is really good, the owner of the server is really cool, but I'm in the mood right now with playing Minecraft for a bit more of a challenge, and this server has Keep Inventory True enabled. It has a few other things. The one addition that I like to this server that's on Geometcraft as well is, sorry, Geometcraft, but that is the one player sleep. That I actually do like, but other than that, there's some other parts of this server that are cool, but at the same time aren't. We have the Hermitcraft Challenge advancements on this server, as well as mobs drop their head, and I do mean mobs other than what you would typically expect to drop its head. Like, you can get zombie villager heads, you can get... Actually, I got my ender chest to show you guys, since I've collected a few. Should have an ender chest here. Yes, I do. Okay, which one is this? Ah. There we go. Yes. It's definitely some rather interesting ones here. Okay, you have your typical dragon head and the skeleton head. Dragon head you can get from the ships in the end, and the skeleton head, the only way of getting that is to blow up a mob with a charged creeper, which is actually pretty dangerous. And you have the other skeleton skulls, but with this new drop table added, you're able to get zombie pigman heads, iron golem heads, slime heads, even though I didn't know a slime had a head, considering it's a giant cube monster, but okay, I'll play along with it. But we also have all the horse heads and all the different variants. I've just gotten that one randomly. Of course, we have the parrot heads, cat heads. I have the wither boss heads. And yes, those are actually wither boss heads. And there's a lot of other heads you can get. I don't have them all because some of them are really low drop chances, while some others are just more or less a pain to get because it involves finding mobs that are rare, like the Outer Guardian, but they have at least a 100% drop chance for the head, while other mobs do not. For example, you can kill probably 50,000 Endermen and you might get a head. I don't exactly know the exact loot tables, but it's along those lines. You can get basically all mob heads now, the way this server is set up, but it is also rather irritating at the same time. But yeah, guys, this has been a Barlynaland server tour. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Peace out.